$1 billion. That's the funding round. It's not even our lead story.
I'm Milo.
I'm Mila.
This is AI Daily, and that tells you what kind of day it is. We are, of course, starting with OpenAI.
But stick around for our third story, where we discuss why a top executive from OpenAI just joined the board of a rocket company.
Okay, story one. According to reports this morning, OpenAI is set to launch its most advanced model, GPT 5.6, to a global audience this Thursday.
This follows a limited preview period for select partners. The key detail here is that the wider launch comes after the US government lifted previous restrictions that had staggered the initial release.
Right. An OpenAI spokesperson confirmed the move received official approval. This isn't just a product launch, it's a regulatory green light. For context, this is the model that was held back for a more cautious rollout, and now that caution has apparently been satisfied.
The question is what satisfied means in practice. The initial release was staggered, presumably to monitor for misuse or unexpected capabilities. Now it's going global. That implies a certain level of confidence from both the company and the government that the guardrails are sufficient.
And it puts the most capable model from a major lab into the hands of a much wider developer and user base, basically overnight. The performance delta between this and the publicly available models is, by all accounts, significant. So we're about to see a step function change in what people can build.
We're also about to see if the safety and evaluation frameworks can keep pace with a global deployment at this scale. It's one thing to have a model in a controlled preview. It's another to have it available everywhere on Thursday. And while OpenAI is expanding its software, the hardware underneath the entire industry is also leveling up. Also breaking today, AI chipmaker SambaNova Systems has raised $1 billion in a Series F funding round.
Which brings their valuation to $11 billion. This isn't just a paper valuation either. The round was led by General Atlantic, and it comes with a major new customer.
JPMorganChase. SambaNova announced a new partnership to provide secure, on-premises AI inference infrastructure for the bank.
And that's the key technical angle. This isn't about training, it's about inference, running the models. And it's not about the cloud, it's on-prem. For a sector like finance, keeping sensitive data inside their own data centers is non-negotiable.
So SambaNova is providing specialized hardware systems to let a company like JPMorganChase run powerful AI models without sending any proprietary information to a third-party cloud. It's a solution for the trust and security problem.
It's also a sign that the AI hardware market is not just a one-company race. There's a growing demand for specialized chips designed for specific workloads, and $1 billion in new funding suggests investors agree.
The open question is how many of these specialized hardware companies can coexist? The capital requirements are immense, and they're all competing for a finite pool of enterprise customers with billion-dollar budgets.
And for our third story, a story that surfaced today about where the talent from these big AI labs is ending up. Kevin Weil, a former executive at OpenAI, has joined the board of Stoke Space.
Stoke Space is a Seattle-based startup building reusable rockets to compete with SpaceX. Weil isn't new to this intersection, having also worked at Planet Labs, but his most recent high-profile role was at OpenAI.
This is the kind of move I find fascinating. We're not talking about a machine learning engineer going to an autonomous driving company. We're talking about a top product and business leader from a frontier AI lab moving into aerospace.
Saying the sentence out loud doesn't make it simpler. On one hand, it shows how AI expertise is seen as a valuable asset in other data-intensive, complex industries. Aerospace is basically a giant optimization problem.
Exactly. From trajectory calculations to material science simulations to managing the logistics of a launch system. It's all computation. Someone who understands how to scale and productize massive computational systems, like AI models, has a relevant skill set.
On the other hand, it represents a talent drain, or at least a talent diffusion from the core AI labs. The expertise developed at places like OpenAI is now being applied to rockets.
It makes you wonder what the definition of an AI company will be in 5 years. Will it just be the model providers, or will it be companies like Stoke Space that use AI so fundamentally that they are, in effect, AI companies that happen to build rockets?
The news cycle today was dominated by those three stories.
A major model release, a billion-dollar chip deal, and a talent migration to a new industry. That covers the stack.
We'll be back tomorrow.
I'm Milo.
I'm Mila.
Thanks for listening to AI Daily.